2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The opening round of the Daybreak Classic is on now. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. What a thrilling day of action it's set up to be. We'll now head to the 13th hole and catch up on play. Oh, well done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got around 100 yards here.
That should set up another chance. This putt is from 14 feet.
This is for birdie.
This one's dialed in. How good was that putt? Now 3 strokes back after that hole. On the 14th, another par 4, Rich, where, again, premium is on accuracy.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
Playing from 110 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. Wow, what a shot.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, that's consecutive birdies now, and look at the reward.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
And he needs this to save par. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. You've arrived at the 16th, a par 4. Oh, that was mashed. His second shot here. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
This would be a great up and down. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. Leading by a shot after that hole. The closing hole at Pinehurst number 2 works its way back up the hill to that famous clubhouse.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with the birdie? Why not?
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
4 feet to the cup. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. And he finds himself on top spot of the leaderboard as this round comes to a close.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the second round of the Daybreak Classic. Luke Elvey here, welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. As we begin our day, our featured player is tied first place. Let's see how he deals with the pressure. Let's head out of the course and see what's happening at the 10th hole. That was wonderfully done.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 5th.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Well, Rich, I never went to university, but Tiger Woods has basically been my thesis. The young man's 18 days older than I am, and it has been an absolute privilege to witness his greatness. What are some things that stand out for you in the legendary Tiger Woods?
I just think it's, I mean, you just look at the history of what he's done, where he's won, the number of times, doing the impossible and doing it right in front of your eyes. Like a magician kind of going, well, wait, how did that happen? No, that can't be. And yet, time and time again. I'll never forget, I think it was the second time I'd ever played with him. It was actually funny enough. I was playing with him because I beat him at the PGA Championship in '02. Well, we go to the Grand Slam of golf, and it's the second round, and he's beating Justin Leonard, Davis Love, and myself by like 100 shots after 24 holes or something like that. I mean, he was just running us over. And we get to this par 5, and it's right back in the teeth. And I just absolutely busted drive out there. He hits one about 30 by me. I have to lay up, obviously. And the pin is kind of back right, water all the way in the front and to the right of this green. And he pulls out driver, hits it off the deck to about 6 feet. And I just kind of sit there and look at my caddy, and I go, how come you didn't tell me to hit that shot? And he just starts laughing because, like, we don't have that shot there, Rich. And it's just like I couldn't believe what I saw. I mean, normally you think he's going to hit out to the left or lay it up or this and that. He just takes driver and just whips this sucker right into the heart of the green about 6-10 feet away, whatever it was. And I'm just like going, I mean, it was really hard getting the grass out of my teeth because my jaw was just scraping along for so far walking down that fairway. I mean, that's one small fragment of the many stories people can tell you about what it was like to witness him playing in person when he was at his best.
That's heading for the fairway.
John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 5th.
Okay, let's get back to the action. He's setting up for his second shot. Currently leading by 2. That is a touch of class. Oh, that was pure. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. And he moves to 5 under par. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Well, let's take a look at what Max Homa can deliver here. Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Well, this one's right at the pin. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that takes him to 6 under. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this player is just barely leading the field, but absolutely loving the action this week.
No doubt, Luke. And even with the very slender lead going in tomorrow's round, Luke, I'm interested to see how well this player sleeps tonight.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. SK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's moving day at the Daybreak Classic, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Luke Elvey, glad to have you back with us. Rich, our featured player, has been on song right from the get-go in this one, out in front with the weekend to play.
Absolutely want to be. He's in first place after 2 rounds, heading into this 3rd round. A lot of golf to play, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones. That was a bit of a miscue.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Here is his 4th. He leads the field by a stroke. Oh, that one just missed the hole. This putt is of 9 feet.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
So close. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. Here we are at the 5th hole.
That double bogey on the last hole, well, it's going to leave a mark. There's no doubt about it.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today.
That dog will hunt.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. And updating the standings, they're currently in top spot alongside Rory McIlroy. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
Okay, clubbing down.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one's going to move quite significantly right to left.
That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in 2nd. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
And this one is for his par. Now look at this one come back. Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. He's currently sitting in first place. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Luke, tomorrow, final. Can't wait.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Let's find out who will win the Daybreak Classic. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam, and it's great to have you with us. Taking a look at the leaderboard, and it shows that our featured player in third place as the broadcast begins. Let's see how today's round plays out. Let's catch up with action out at the 13th. Attaboy, good shot. Second shot here on their 13th hole. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Sitting at 2 over for the event. Time to face a par 4.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen, not as severe on the edges as others.
This one is right down the pipe. Oh, that was brilliant. Didn't even think you'd get on the green from there. This here for a share of second on the leaderboard.
Yes, and with just 4 holes to go, this could be an interesting finish.
He finds himself with a share of second place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Going with the 6-iron here. That was a beauty. Right against the hole. Trying to get to even par with this putt. And he's down there. You got to read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Still in contention here. 3 strokes off the lead as we approach the finish line.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
Time to update the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Rory McIlroy.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, looking good right now, making some significant moves out there at the moment.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Well, that'll work there. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. The start of this one out on a pretty good line. Come on. Oh, that's so cruel. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
Well, this looks pretty handy. This one's got some momentum to it. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
And on the last here, he's just 2 shots out of the lead. Big opportunity here.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
This shot from 120 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that one's hit the flag. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
He's done a good job in the clubhouse in second place. 2 shots off the lead. But he'll be glued to the TV and from the clubhouse as the leaders trying to close out their round. On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute. Pretty good shot there.
Standing over his second shot.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Setting up in some very deep rough.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Putting for par. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
This one is a fair distance here. He's read a lot of break from the right here. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
Playing from around 160 yards. 3 strokes off the lead. This one's going right at the pin here. Well, that's beautifully judged. Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we? Currently 4 shots off the pace. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
This player is putting for fun.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Sitting at 1 under the card. And back to the play, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6 hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5. Dialed in on that one.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Well holed. Let's move on. And that will take him to 3 under. And it's a 1-stroke par 5 for our leader over the field. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for 2nd. Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the second round of the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. Luke Elvey alongside boothmate Rich Beam. As always, it's great to have you join us. Our leader sits at 7 under. Let's see what goes down today here on 2K Sports. We'll head out to the 10th hole and catch up on play. Henny Koyak's been sharp with the reeds today. How's that lie looking out there?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Currently -5. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
And not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
Looking pretty good.
Great speed. Will it go in? Oh, that's a great looking putt. 15 feet to the cup. Ugh. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And this one will be for bogey. And a bit of a setback there. Now he's 4 under for the tournament.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
This putt to move into a share of second place.
I'm not sure there's much things more difficult, guys, than a short, little left-er.
Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for the screen, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Lovely effort, that. currently -5. Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. A birdie putt awaits. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Looks pretty good.
That's a nice putt. He'll take that. Just a short putt remaining here. And now 4 under for the tournament.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
Now let's head to Tom Kim. Okay, time to return to the action. A chance to move to 5 under par. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently in a tie for 3rd here. This hole is a long par 4.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, that was so close to going in. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
And he's down there. You got to read.
A slight break to the right here.
Great birdie putt.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now he'll move to 6 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
Now, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens on the final 36.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our third round coverage of the Farmers Insurance is about to kick off here in beautiful La Jolla, California. I'm Luke Elvey. It's lovely to have you back with us. Our featured player is one of 3 players tied for first as we begin today's broadcast. We'll head down to the 8th hole to catch up on play. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Okay, that'll work. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Oh, that's a good line. Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome. An opportunity to make a par here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. This hole is one of the longest par 5s on the course.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
He is taking this on.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Looking good.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. Tapping in for the birdie. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
It looked like it came out of a cannon. Sitting at 9 under. Those fairway bunkers, they can be tricky. Tougher shot in golf. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. That's 9 under par for the event. On the tee of the par 3 11th.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good looking par 3. That's really hard.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, absolutely flushed. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And after that hole, this player is currently in first spot with Hideki Matsuyama close behind them in second. The 12th hole is a par 4.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Great shot. Great shot indeed.
Well, after watching that, Tom Kim's thinking to himself, I better up my game here.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Leading by 3 strokes now. Well, Rich, that was a Jekyll and Hyde performance, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and which one was good, the Jekyll or the Hyde? I can never tell, but I tell you what, I think Mr. Jekyll was in the front and Mr. Hyde was on the back, because that's what it looked like.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. Luke Elvey here, pleased to have your company once again. Oh, Rich, great to see you Championship Sunday. Don't you love it when there's a trophy on the line? And our player has a chance to win one today.
Final round, they're in the top 5, but let's face it, their golf hasn't been stellar this week. It's been good, but not stellar. That's what the leaders in front of them are doing, stellar golf. So this player really needs to make something happen going into this final round if they have any hope to win.
From around 180 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. Chance to move to 8 under here. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch. And that will take him to 8 under. And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Yeah, long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3, and it makes you think an awful lot.
Going with the hybrid. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green. And that puddle drop. Well done. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
This one is going straight at it.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. And he moves to 8 under now. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Here we are on the last, and it's a par 5.
I'd say this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par fives on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Ooh, yeah, this one's headed right.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And now this, all that remains for a 69.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Ooh. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And with that putt, concludes this players round. Well, Henny, our featured player did well out there this week. They didn't get the win, but they managed to beat their rival in Tom Kim, and he's a gritty competitor, so chalk that one up as a great outcome.
Such a great effort, Luke, because they publicly challenged Tom Kim and then proceeded to beat him. It was such an exciting match with some spectacular golf. This player, they've got a bright future ahead of them.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.